The reason I know that, check this out. 26:13, I think. All right. Verse 2. And Elohim appeared unto him, talking about Yosakov, Isaac, and said, Go not down to Mizraim, dwell in the land which I shall tell you of. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with you, and I will bless you. For unto you and unto your seed I will give all these countries, and will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham your father. And I will make your seed to multiply as the stars of the Shamarine, and will give unto your seed all these countries. And your seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because that Abraham obeyed my voice, and keep my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. And Isaac, Yosakov, dwelt in Gerar. All right. There you go. Isaac obeyed Yah. We know that. Because Yah blessed him 100-fold. 100-fold. They were jealous. They were jealous of Isaac. Started covering up his whales and everything. Taking over his whales and everything. He kept on moving around, huh?
Yeah, to make 3. The last one they left me.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? It's surely Yah let me live here now. You know, that's how Yah blessed them. Blessed them 100-fold. 100 times. Let's go to Bereshit chapter 28. Verse 1. And Yosakov called Yaakov and blessed him and charged him. He charged him, commanded him, and said unto him, You shall not take a wife of the daughters of the Canaanites, of Canaan. Arise and go to Pardarim, to the house of Bethuel, your mother's father, and take you a wife from thence of the daughter of Laban, your mother's brother. And Yah Almighty bless you and make you fruitful and multiply you, and you mayest be a multitude of people, and give you the blessings of Abraham to you and to your seed with you. You shall inherit the land wherein thou art a stranger, which Yah gave unto Abraham. And Yosakov sent away Yaakov, and he went to Pardarim unto Laban, son of Bethuel, the Syrian, the brother of Rebekah, Yaakov's and Esau's mother. All right? Okay, go down some more. And verse 12 and verse 10. And Yaakov went out from Beersheba and went towards Haran. And he lightened upon a certain place and tarried there all night because the sun was set. And he took off the stones off the place and put them for his pillow and laid down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to Shamarine. And behold, the Melechizedek of Yah ascending and descending on it. And behold, Elohim stood above it, and said, I am Elohim Yah of Abraham, your Abba. And Yah Yosakov, the land whereon thou layest, to you will I give it, and to your seed. And your seed shall be as the dust of the earth. And thou shalt spread abroad to the west, and to the east, and to the north, and to the south. And you and your seed shall all the fair of the earth be blessed. And behold, I am with you, and will keep you in all places where thou goest, and will bring you again to this land. For I will not leave you until I have done done that which I have spoken to you of. And Yaakov awaked out of his sleep, and said, Surely Elohim is in this place, and I knew it not. And he was afraid, and said, How dreadful is this place! This is none other but the house of Yah, and this is the gate of Shamarine. And Yaakov rose up early in the morning, and took the stone that he had put for his pillow, and set it up for a pillar, and poured oil upon the top of it, and called the name of this place El-beth-el. But the name of that city was called Luz at the first. And Yaakov vowed a vow, saying, if y'all would be with me and would keep me in this way, that I go and will give me bread to eat and raiment to put on, so that I come again to my Abba's house in peace, then shall Elohim be my Yah. And this stone which I have set for a pillar shall be Yah's house. And of all that shall give me, I surely give 10 unto thee. Again, I speak of this, of mentoring. I said, Abraham mentored Isaac, Isaac mentored Yaakov, and I can show you Yaakov mentored his 12 sons. Mentoring. Y'all did not lie when he told about Abraham. Surely he should be a great nation. Surely he should command his children to follow my laws and my justice, my judgment. Y'all said that to Abraham. That's what Abraham did. That's why we got the 12 sons. That's why we got 12 tribes. That's why we're here today. For Abraham. Abraham was faithful, man. Excuse me. Abraham was a good mentor. And we got to be the same thing. That's what Yahushua did to us. Yahushua taught the 12. Mentoring. We do the same now today through Yahushua. We mentoring now today. That's why we go out there and teach people. We train people. We speak people Yeshua. We want to train them in the ways of Yah. Now, if they don't want to take heed, that's their problem. But there'll be some that want to listen. There'll be some that are not hard-headed. Like me. I was hard-headed a little bit, then I got it right. It's time to get it right. Now, it's time for me is not to keep on eating Yah and all them Yeshua get. It's time for me to teach somebody. You told me. I just can't sit there and eat at the table of Yahuwah. It's all good. I'm going to be like the one of the lepers. So we can't sit here and take all this treasure, and then we need to go back and tell the king, man. You know what I'm saying? They could have stayed there and took the treasure and all hid it all and all that. You know what I'm saying? They're the one that said, we stay here, we die, and we go there and after them, they might kill us. At least we know they got food. There was a famine land. They went anyway. They found out they were gone. So they started taking the treasures, man, and start hiding, man. Kept on getting a whole bunch of spoil. Going back and hiding. They said, man, ain't gonna do us good if we dead. We need to go tell the king. So they went to tell the king, and so the king sent messengers. The king really didn't believe him. So the king took some messages to see what the leproses were saying. They had found out the hosts were gone. So the king went back, and they all went there and raided the Syrian camp. You got all the food, spoils, everything else. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Same thing. Mentoring. Can't keep this thing to ourselves. We got to tell everybody the goodness of Yah. We got to train them up in the ways of Yah so they won't depart. Like you said, train up your child. You're mentoring. That's what Abraham did to your Yaakov. Your Yaakov did it to Yaakov. And Yaakov did it to Benjamin and Joseph. Now the other ones were hard-headed. You know what I'm saying? Like Reuben, straight hard-headed in his father's bed. Simeon and Levi, even though they did right, but they did it the wrong way in cruelty. The next one was Judah. And Judah, man, he did wrong. You know what I'm saying? Went to a Canaanite woman. You know, left. You know, then the other ones weren't no good. So the next side was Rachel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all laughing, man. Try to get it right. But you got to understand, you had Leah and Rachel. So you had to get the firstborn of Rachel, which was Joseph. And when Joseph got it right, they couldn't stand Joseph, so they sold him to the Ishmaelites. And the Ishmaelites sold him to Mesrine, the Potiphar. And Joseph stayed faithful. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Ellie. He made it through that 12 years. I wouldn't have made it that. Slave, then Potiphar's wife, succubus. She was trying to come. You know what I'm saying? To destroy Joseph. You know what I'm saying? Then he was in jail. You know what I'm saying? The rest of his years. Didn't know what's going to happen. He already done foretold the future of the baker and the butler, the wine bearer. And he told them, don't forget about it. They forgot about him and everything. He thought he was done then. I think I'm going to die in a cell or somewhere. But Yahuwah came through. Stayed faithful. Then he came the second in charge of the whole Mizraim. But what I'm trying to tell you is, he was mentored by his father, Yaakov, and he kept the law, statutes, commandments, and judgment. Faithful. And that's why he brought the 12 tribes over there, and they became a nation. They became a people in Goshen. Until that prophecy when he told Abraham that his people were going to suffer 400 years. And come on out of there. And they brought him out. Brought him out. And I thank y'all for that. For people mentoring. Then they brought Musa. Musa came with the commandments. Musa had the mentor. And how he mentored there? Let's go to
And before you leave, in that 17 dreadfully translation to awesome. So,
all right.
You know,
Oh yeah. I like when he said that. This dreadful place. I meant to go there. I had to keep on going. But I love that. This dreadful place meaning was the presence of Yah. The spirit of Yah, the rock of this. You think about Malachi's going back and forth. And he said, man, this dreadful place. I don't even know there was the house of Yah. Man, think about it. The dreaming of Yah, this city that Yah talking to you. Man, that's like Musa talking to the burning bush. They had a faith, man. Come on, I can't preach about that, man. When y'all can walk the dish in this place and get filled and y'all, the Spirit's all over you and just dwelling with you. Those are awesome times. Those are encounters of the Most High. You won't forget about those encounters. I don't care who you is. And all the encounters, you had an encounter, that's why people sin and don't sin, that's on you. Solomon had an encounter with the Most High. What is it, Solomon? Well, give me wisdom when I may teach your people. Great. Again, Solomon, the temple. I heard your prayers. You do these things, and then my need will be forever. He talked to y'all 2 times. And committed sin. Awesome times. Whether good or bad, when y'all talk to you, it's a dreadful place. Who will say dreadful? Or you say y'all is terrible. Y'all is terrible. You're just terrible. I like when you say y'all is terrible. All right, we go on to Numbers chapter 11. Talk about mentoring. Try to run down real quick. Verse 19, verse 16, excuse me. And Elohim said unto Musa, gather to me 70 men of the elders of Yisrael, whom thou knewest to be the elders of the people, and officers over them, and bring them to the tabernacle of the congregation, that they may stand there with you, and I will come down and take with you there, and I will take of this rock which is upon you, and will put it upon them, and they shall bear the burdens of the people with you, and thou bear it not yourself alone. And they and say you unto the people, sanctify yourself against tomorrow, and you shall eat flesh, for you have wept in the ears of Elohim, saying, you shall give us flesh to eat, and it was well with you us in Désiré. Therefore Elohim will give you flesh, and you shall eat. Go down to 24. And Musa went out and told the people the words of Elohim, and gathered the 20 men of the elders of the people, and set them around about the tabernacle. And Elohim came down in a cloud and spake to them, and took of the Spirit, and was upon him, and gave it to the 70 elders. And it came to pass that when the rock rested upon them, they prophesied and did not cease. But there were remained 2 of the men in the camp. The name of the one was Eldad, and the name of the other was Medad. And the Spirit rested upon them. They were of them that were written, but went not out unto the tabernacle. They prophesied in the camp, and they ran a young man and told Musa and said, Elad and Medad do prophesy in the camp. And Yeshua and the son of Nun, the servant Musa, One of his young men answered and said, My lord Musa, forbid them. And Musa said unto him, Enviest thou of my sake? With all the Elohim's people were prophets, and that the Elohim would put his spirit upon them. And Musa got him into the camp, and he the elders of Yisrael. All right. Again, that same spirit, that's what I'm saying, it came off of Musa, went on to 70. And that's mentoring, a mentoring spirit. The same spirit of what Musa had was on the elders to judge, to take the burdens off of Musa, to help Musa out. And that's what we do. Mentor, so I don't have to do everything in the house. They can do the same thing. They can take some of the burdens off of me, teaching the things of Yah. That's one reason why you mentor. You know, hey, you can't do everything. I can't do everything. I ain't trying to do everything. Same with Yeshua. Yeshua trying to do everything either. That's why he gathered 12. That's why he sent them out 2 by 2. You know? And that's what Yahusha did. Same thing to now. His mentor. In Yahusha's name. Right? All right. I'm going to just go into a couple of scriptures. As Elijah mentored Elisha with that double portion of spirit, he asked him that double portion, and he got the same spirit of Elijah. He washed the hands of Elijah. That's what the king said. We go get Elijah because he washed the hands of Elijah. That means Elijah mentored Elisha to do the work after he was gone. Because we already know Elijah went up into a chariot when he was translated to go back to Yah. He did not see death. So Elijah took the work of Elijah. Same with Gehazi. Even though he was wrong on some things, but he was a servant of Elisha. Elijah was teaching Gehazi to be a prophet. You had different prophets teaching prophets. There was a mentorship. All right? Same with Musa. Joshua took the 12 tribes into the promised land. He had the spirit of Musa. And Musa was mentoring Joshua to continue on to take the 12 tribes. But Musa could not go over to take the 12 tribes and take the land and to keep the law, statute, commandment, judgment. That was the whole job of Joshua. He was a mentor. And a mentor, Joshua mentored the judges. The judges was to take care of the tribes, to keep them right in the ways of Elohim. Mentorship. And that's what Eli did to Samuel, and Samuel did to the kings, to the people. And the kings were supposed to do the same thing. But the kings have failed. That's why when Yahusha came and got the 12, and that's what the 12 was supposed to do. That's what you had prophets back in the day. They would not listen to the prophets. They were straight killing prophets back then. They didn't want to hear Yah's word. And then that's when Yahusha came. Yahusha got the 12. And the 12 was doing the same. That's why we got today through the Ruach HaKodesh. The Ruach HaKodesh mentors through the Désiré. When you read the Désiré, when you hear the word from your pastor, the rabbi, teacher, that was mentors for everybody else. That's why we have today. Till Yahusha comes back. So Yahusha called us to mentor. Find mentorees. So they can get the word, the Désiré, so they go out and teach everybody the same thing in Yahusha's name. Alright? Again, I thank y'all for being in the house one more time. It's a good day to praise his name. Anybody want to be saved? You know, if you don't know Yah, you want to get your sins washed away, all you got to do is repent. You believe in Yahusha, you repent for your wicked ways, call upon the name of Yah, get a hold of me, I'll go with some scriptures with you, and you be baptized in Yahusha's name for remission of sins, and then you pray that you get the Ruach HaKodesh. Be a child of Yah. I say blessings to Pastor Désiré and all the churches in Kush, all the pastors in India. Richard Ron says salutation. Blessings to the house. Blessings to TV land. May y'all bless and keep thee. May y'all make a face shine upon thee, be gracious to thee. May y'all live with contemplate and give peace in Yahushua's name. May y'all make it right on the high place of earth. Feed the hair of Jacob, the hair of Yosef, the hair of Abraham. For the mouth of y'all spoken it, for the mouth of y'all spoken, for the mouth of y'all spoken in Yahushua's name. May y'all make it right on the high place of earth. Feed the hair of Jacob, Yosef, the hair of Abraham. For the mouth of y'all spoken in Yahushua's name. Again, I speak Shabbat Shalom to you. In Yahushua's name. Amen.